everybody, PJ Turner. We did the last workshop here at Midnight Madness. So we had a lot of fun doing accents and style it up. So this one was an accenting class. One of the things we talked about was secondary movements of rhythm dynamics, and then we talked about secondary movements of contemporary movement. So we start off contemporary movement first. The first secondary movement in contemporary style dancing is, we're going to call it suspended. So if I'm moving my arms and swinging my arms, this would just say this is 100%. I want to go suspend the movement, meaning it doesn't stop. It's just like a spinning. You know, suspended like we are for school. We just have to delay, right? And then I can continue back to school. So the whole context here, just using the idea, suspend, pick it back up. It's just using that context. So using that West Coast swing, 2, 3, and suspend. I'm still moving, still moving, still moving, still moving. 5 and 6. So when I use that in like a pattern structure, the pattern structure we use, can I use a follower if anybody wants to volunteer? Follower, volunteer. Volunteer. Yeah. All right, so here we go. All right. Thank you. The pattern structure that we use is something like this. Inside rotation, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. So while I talk about suspending, 1, 2, suspend. Slow. Work. Notice I still have movement. Now we pick it back up. We go right back to it. So there was some really cool context in suspending. Now, it's not fast movement. When you suspend, you really have to listen and understand where you are in that movement. Cool? So then we talk about collapsing. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's what I needed. So then we talk about collapsing. So the idea was collapse. We put our arm up, and then we collapse. Arm up, then we collapse. Head, collapse the head. Bring it back to life. Right, collapse. Ribcage, right? So the idea as a follower, 1, 2, 3, and 4, I come back to life with 5 and 6. Yeah? If I wanted to add some type of collapse movement, even with like a ribcage, collapse one side, I could even, we didn't talk about this, but I collapse one side and then bring it back to life. That's some cool things that we can use inside of this. So, the idea that we used also was collapse knees. We had a cool little thing we did with our legs. 1, 2, we collapsed our legs. 3 and 4, 5. We squeezed our butts, and then that put us up over the foot. Yeah, so we worked on something like that. Do not have to end facing your partner. We talk about you can end here and still give anchor. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We had some really cool things and draw back up. For leaders, we end up having you 1, 2. We had you collapse 3 and 4, 5, and you come up on count 6. Really fun stuff to use for accenting certain things. The last one that we had was vibration. We didn't talk and do a lot about it, but one thing we did discuss was like using some vibration in your feet, more like a pitter-patter context. Pitter-patter, just moving your feet really fast in a very short amount of time. Also, we talk about vibration or Tina Turner. We just don't want to do Tina Turner throughout the entire basic, right? It gets a little frantic. So these are the things that we did talk about. Now, in rhythm dynamics, we did discuss that the secondary movement was an impact. So if I take an egg and I throw it to the wall, smack, the head hit the wall, and then it does nothing, right? It actually suspends movement down the wall. That's on an egg, right? Stupid joke, but it's true. So then we get to the point of like a rebound. So that was the last one we talked about, taking the basketball, throwing the basketball impacts the ground, and then it rebounds off of the impact. So if we got to the context of talking about impact, left side pass to the side turn, 1, 2, 3, hit 4. Or excuse me, 1, 2, 3, hit 4. Now impact 5, 6, 7, 8. We can collapse. We can suspend. Come back to life, vibrate, and then go back to it. Just some really fun stuff we can use to show how we can accent movement to whatever's happening in the music. One of the last things we did, I think, was just playing back and forth about wherever you are in your dance, using it as drills, like call it out, like suspend, vibrate, collapse, use these ideas, impact, let's rebound on something. So I wanted to show you rebound 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This little cha-cha move we did. So we do a little free spin here. Normally people would triple this back out. So as soon as I get to the free spin and I look at the follower, bam, I would impact that and then rebound off of that. That was kind of a cool thing to use off of that. Yep. So that was a class. Thank you guys very much. PJTurnerDance.com. Thank you all.